Here it is, the Nikon 7200 Tamron 28 G2. So I have absolutely no complaints on this lens. Again, this is not really a gear review. I'm not that kind of guy. This is kind of just my real world take on this lens. I've had it for 5 or 6 weeks now. It's not come off my camera. I love, that telephoto kind of, feel. A little more intimate. You can play with light a bit more. So I'm really loving exploring around with this kind of lens. As far as this lens specifically goes, again, no complaints. I haven't seen any chromatic aberration in my daytime stuff. Taken out twice for night shoots. At 2.8, there's almost no coma in the corners. There's a little bit, but anything you kind of crop in, it's gone. At 3.3, it's gone. There's none left. My stars are pinpoint sharp, so no issues there at all. And that was kind of around the 70 to 135 millimeter range. So absolutely no issues optically. Again, it's very sharp, kind of f8 to f11 in that range. I've seen incredibly sharp images. I've shot daytime stuff at 2.8 as well. It's amazing, provided you can gain that good focus. That's really a shallow depth of field. So, but no issues there. User error is probably my biggest frustration. I don't, when it's windy outside and it's on the tripod, and I'm at 200 mils, I still get camera shake no matter kind of what I do. So I don't know if turning VR would help or not. If you guys know, let me know. I'd love to kind of, eliminate that frustration. My images are a bit soft every once in a while once the wind's blowing and things are kind of shaking on top of the tripod. So does VR help or not? It didn't really for me the time I tried it, and I don't know what kind of rule of thumb is with VR. I know not to use it if it's on a tripod, but there's an exception to that rule. So again, let me know if you have any sort of experience with this kind of thing. So that's it for the review. Let's get our hands on this thing. Let's take it outside, grab a couple images. Let's go. Good morning, everyone. Here we are at White Butte Trails once again. Now, I like to come out here because, like you saw in the last video, it's just a spot. It's close, and I'm able to explore a lot of it and kind of really connect with it. So, I came out here this morning with my new 70 to 200 Tamron 2.8. So my goal this morning is to kind of put it to the use and see if I can't get a shot or two with it. More or less, I don't know how it actually shoots. I've never shot with anything like that before. 85 mils is as long as I've ever shot with, so if anything, this will be an exercise in, I guess, understanding what kind of background compression looks like. So I'm excited to check out, just to see what I can get, I guess. The sun's kind of rising behind me. There was some nice color earlier, but again, going for some longer shots. So hoping for one of two things. One, there's some nice soft kind of blues and pinks over here. Maybe I could shoot some nice, there's some nice frost on the trees and stuff, so maybe I could shoot some nice white against that dark blue. Nice contrast. Or wait for the sun to rise above the horizon and get some direct light, or maybe some backlight on some of these branches, kind of enhance that frost. So we'll see what we can find, but we'll, anyway, worst case, we'll go for a walk. back here, these little group of trees, they lit up when the sun hit them. There was some nice red light. It was where I was going to shoot this morning. Hold on, my focus here. There we go. There was some nice kind of red light on that when the sun first hit it. It lasted about 5 minutes. I was busy filming that stupid B-roll you just saw. So I missed the shot. And so when I started this vlog, I swore to myself it wouldn't get in the way of the shot, but it did here, so that's just too bad. The sun's out now. It's fairly soft still. There's not a whole lot of harsh highlights. There are some, so I'm going to show you the scene I have here. It's not the best thing I've ever come across, but it's kind of a play in the light and stuff. Where are we here? It's a play, kind of how the light is hitting this bluff here, and so there's some really deep shadow here, and here, and then some golden light hitting these here, and there's some deep dark blues that are kind of reflected light from the blue sky above. So I kind of like the contrast in color. There's a nice kind of play of light, and so really you're photographing light, and so the beautiful frost in the trees. So I'm actually maxed out at 200 mils, so I'm really gonna put this to the test, figure out kind of where I get the sharpest image, seeing my tripod. So right now I'm at a 30th of a second, f11, ISO 100, and I'm gonna go ahead and take the shot. 5-second timer. There it is. It's easy as that. Well, good morning, guys. Here we are, part 2 of the Tamron 7200 2.8 test. Now this morning, it's a nice morning. I work out of town a bit, so I was able to kind of get up early and go to the valley, the Coupelle Valley, and try and get some sunrise shots. So I hiked about 8 kilometers uphill, and I got to go uphill back. Not quite. I'll pull this side of the road. I'm set up right here. I tried to shoot back my truck, but it's a little shaky, so to get a new perspective. And so here, I'm gonna turn you guys around. Here we have, this is the scene. So the sun is just bathing these hills, and so we have these trees, some nice kind of white. I'm not sure if they're just aspen or paper birch. I haven't really looked into see what's in the area. So a little bit earlier, the sun had just kind of crested a little bit here, and so it just kind of hit just those trees. So everything else is in deep shadow. I'm not really sure if it's a little busy. I'm assuming it is. I haven't really looked at it on a computer, and so I'm not going to know until I bring these home and take a look at them. But you'll see the image anyways. I kind of like it. So this is what we got going on. Racked out at 200 mils, and it's kind of my settings there. So 20th of a second, f5.6, and then low ISO. And so hopefully get a clean shot. I had kind of manual focus zoomed in, sharpen it up. So zoom in here, manual focus it, get it sharp. 5-second timer to eliminate any movement. And easy as that. So again, what I like about the scene, you can see just the sun just touching these trees. There's a little bit more sun in the background now, but initially this kind of blue was all up in here. So yeah, I like the scene. Sometimes you don't have to walk too far to find something cool. Those are the shots that I'm a fan of. Whether or not it's going to turn out again, we'll see. Well guys, I think that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. A couple images. Again, a little bit frustrating that I missed that shot the other day because of the vlog, but all in all, I think this vlog's a good thing. It brings you guys along, shows you kind of my process, and hopefully it inspires some of you to get out and take some photos, even if it's on the side of the road. There's photos to be had everywhere, so yeah, no, anything, any questions for me, leave me a comment, send me an email. Either way, I'd be happy to kind of help you guys out. Until then, well, until next time, I guess, we'll see you guys later. Cheers.